Hey, what's going on YouTube? So this video is going to be about guilds. Um, their importance, what they are, uh, the whole thing. I may miss some parts, but for the most part, I think I've got it all gathered. So starting out, what are guilds? So if you played any other games, you might have already guessed. It's essentially just a group of people that are joined together on a single team, and you as a team compete in order to get rewards. And then there's also an individual aspect of it in events as well. But so why is it important to join guilds? So you have to be a participant in or in order to be a participant in the weekly events that happen, you have to join a guild in order to be able to participate. Um, Weird way of saying it, I know, but essentially what I mean by that is there are actually two aspects. There's the weekly events, and then there's the weekly guild crowns ranking. So you may notice, I mean, there's no way you don't notice, the tutorial definitely just shoves it in your face, but you have your daily quests. Um, so if you are not part of a guild, which I am not currently, so that's why that's not reflecting that. So this is actually a really good demonstration. So if you're not a part of a guild, you would notice that you don't have anything next to you. But if you watch videos, you may notice crowns or the talk of crowns. So in order to actually be able to obtain crowns, what happens is you have to go join a guild. So what I'm going to do real quick is I'm just going to do um, something. I'll do that later. Um, but for the time being, if you go over to the guild section, you can see the guild crowns rankings. So this happens every week. Um, it resets every week on I believe Sunday. Starts Monday and Sunday, and you get your rewards um, on Monday. Important tip is your you don't want to collect your daily quests on Monday right away. You want to wait until the reset happens. So essentially, just wait until you get rewards from the previous week before you before you do your daily quests and complete them. Because it'll count for the previous week, and then you'll be out, 40 crowns or however many you get on a daily basis. You'll be out that many crowns because it will count towards last week's. Which, if you guys are crunched for getting 12,000, I think is what you need to do to get the top. Sure, but just be aware of that. The resets can be unkind, and you might uh, get your rewards too quickly. Um, so for those who don't know what I'm talking about, I'll go over that. But essentially, each week, as a collective group, you're collecting daily quests in order to get crowns. And then it adds it up amongst all of you. And if you can all collect up to 12,000, 10,000, whatever within these ranges, it gives you these rewards each week. So that's kind of that's the first reward that you get um, with joining a guild. So the second thing that you get for joining a guild would be you get to participate in these weekly events, and um, since I have a lower level account, I can actually say for a fact I can see these events, but I can't fully participate in it because I think I'm still under level. I think level 20 is when you can fully participate in in the guild events. I could be wrong. I think it's kind of changing a lot. But I think level 20. But even if I say that, don't feel free to please try, because I might be wrong on that. But these events that you see popping up each Thursday um, is what you can participate in, fully participate in, and get the rewards. So Let's see. So current event. So again, another collective contribution. If you, but this time it's not a set amount. This time it's you're competing against other guilds to try to get the top rank. So you can, you can go for an infinite amount of whatever the currency is for that event. This time it's moons. But you can go for infinite amount. It doesn't matter if Justice League, for example, gets like what are they at? Gets like 1 billion points, and the second place has like stays this amount. Like it really doesn't matter how many you get it. It's just however much currency you're willing to spend to get, or energy and gems and money or whatever that you're willing to get. So you're just competing against other guilds for weekly rewards. So that's kind of the importance of joining guilds. So I'm going to show you as far as my approach to joining a guild. Personally, what I would do, even if you're a lower level, so the easiest thing to do is you could probably you take a look at the current event that's going on, and I would say scroll down. You can try all of these if you want to, but I like to like go past maybe 50-ish, maybe a little bit further. And I basically, what I do is I just kind of look, I hit this button here, and I just take a look at what their status is. So if their status is private, I kind of go away from that. If you want to join a private guild, probably the easiest thing to do would be, clicking on this button still, again, clicking on the roster, seeing who the guild master is, and just essentially sending them a friend invite. I think you can, Dave Mass. I think you can actually send them a message as long as you know their name. Oh, looks like that's not the case. So you have to have them as a friend. So send them a friend invite. Ask them if you can join. All the guild masters that I've approached have been super nice, and they'll let you know kind of what the qualifications are. You'll notice in some of the naming that there's a lot of kind of common names around. So you see Justice League has multiple hooligans, which was the guild I'm part of. I'm currently taking a break from events at the moment, so that's why I'm not joined to it yet. But when I'm ready to go back in, I'll let my guild master know, or guild leader, whatever it is. So as far as multiple of the same name, so a lot of this game's been around long enough. A lot of people have taken charge of multiple guilds under the same name. So I know my guild leader tracks, I think, like 9 different ones. So basically what can happen is you can just message them, and they'll let you know where you line up, because they spread it out so they can, one, get more members in, but also they can match what kind of skill level you're at currently. So they'll let you know, hey, there's a spot open for one of our lower guilds, depending on where you're at, or upper or middle. They'll put you in the right place, and then based off your performance, you can get kicked up to the next one. That's kind of how it worked for me in the Hooligan Guild. That's probably how it works for the rest. But I would say you can just send them a message, let them know that you're interested. If they don't send you back, I'd send it to a different, just like a job interview, so to speak. Just send it to a bunch of different ones, and eventually, they're pretty good about getting back, at least from my experience. But if you're having no luck, and it comes down to that, another way that you can join a guild each time is you're going to look for a public status guild. So this way you can join regardless. It's not private. There's no invitation only. The only thing you have to look at is how many members are there. Usually the easiest way I do it, I just hit join guild, and it just lets you know if it's full or not. So then you go back and you can keep going down, and you look, okay, public in, hit join, and there you go. So I joined the, I forgot who it was. No. 65, 66, 67. What did I join? I don't know. It was in that range, but I've joined. Oh, actually, I can see. Since I joined them, I'm able to see where they're at in the leaderboard. So I joined the 65 ranked guild, right away, and I'm eligible for this reward at the moment. So you can join that way. I would suggest probably joining a guild that when you usually look at the motto or message of the day, they say somewhere in there what you need to do or what your requirements are to stay active, what they want to see out of you to stay within the guild. So I would just work on staying within a public guild, see how you like it, and then once you've had some experience there, you can just message the private, get a feel for it, whatever you want to do. I mean, there's really no particular order, but those are the ways that you can join guilds. The different ways that you can join guilds and participate in the events. Let's see. Outside of that, there's really not much else. That's kind of the main purpose of guilds. Outside of the camaraderie, I mean, obviously there is a chat specifically just for your guild. You can ask your guildmates what their thoughts are, yeah, there's usually just some fun times when things are tight towards the end of the event. Things can get interesting, and people are messaging in there words of encouragement and advice. So just have fun with it. That's pretty much it for joining guilds and their purpose. Oh, that's right. There's actually one more thing that I wanted to show you. Now that I've joined a guild, I wanted to go back to my quests. And you'll notice now the crowns are showing up next to my events. I'm going to go ahead and go back here, and I'm going to actually leave this guild, quit. And then let's go back to my quests, and you'll notice they're gone now. So when you join a guild, the crowns will automatically be added to your daily quests. So if you do plan on joining one, I'd say make sure all your daily quests are not complete yet. It really doesn't matter either way. I mean, people are pretty lenient if you joined and you already later in the day, and if you already collected it, there's nothing you can do about it. But if you're looking for a guild, maybe try not completing your quests yet, so you have the full daily quests crown amount when you join, and that's a good look. Shows you're prepared. Let's see. There was one other thing I was thinking of. Oh, in the situation where it's super small thing, but I thought I'd mention it just for ease of mind. So when you're doing events in the guild and you do really well, and you're moving up, or you're getting maybe an invitation for another guild or something like that, you actually have to quit the guild that you're currently in before you can join. It'll probably say that before you hit the accept button, but in case you wanted to know the order of things, you do quit the guild you're currently in and then accept the higher guild or whatever different guild that you're going into. Just the order of operation there. I thought I'd mention it because I didn't know the first time, and I was kind of interested. I got the invite to a higher guild in Hooligan, and I didn't want to mess anything up, so that's why I mentioned that. But overall, I think that's pretty much it. The crown event and then the main event allows you to participate in. I think you can still collect the currency, so moons for this event, regardless if you're joined to a guild or not. So you can still purchase things within the shop, but if you're already going to be collecting those anyways, you might as well join a guild and get this extra and I'm not sure if the daily threshold applies to non-join. Oh, I guess it's here, isn't it? Well, I'm not sure, but if you're already collecting moons, you might as well join a guild. It's nothing out of your time. If you didn't want to be in a guild, you can just join a free one, that you can come and go as you please, and you just get some extra tokens out of that. But that's it for the guilds. I believe if I miss anything, please let me know and I can make a follow-up video or something, or edit this one. That's all I have. I'll see you guys in the next one.